what makes Doug Wilson interesting to a much wider audience is that you could argue that he actually has a lot more influence nationally than he even does in his own town. Um, because Moscow, Idaho, his church has a big footprint and they've bought up a lot of property and his allies have bought up property. But the town is still liberal and they still elect liberals to local government posts. Nationally, though, he's really grown in stature. He's built up what my co-reporter James Dawson has coined a Christian industrial complex, and I think that's a really good term for it because he has a whole empire, a whole education empire, first of all. So he's built up a fundamentalist Christian school network from coast to coast, nearly 500 schools. And his plan, as he told me, is basically to build this spiritual army where kids are in his ideology from kindergarten through college. And he's also built up a church network. He's got churches across the country, and he's opened more, including his latest one in DC, which Pete Hegseth has been to several times.
Wow.
Pete Hegseth, of course, the Secretary of Defense. He calls it Secretary of War.
Yes.
Whatever you want to call it, one of the most important appointees in the government, and he is a follower of Doug Wilson. He's praised his writings. To be clear, Doug Wilson is a guy who doesn't think women should vote, thinks the Confederacy was the good guys in the Civil War, thinks that the LGBTQ community should be outlawed. And this is my analysis. This is exactly what he told me. So, you can hear it straight from him in my reporting. And yeah, so he's built up all these things. He's built up on my media work. He's basically got this thing called Canon Press, which churns out just a bunch of Christian nationalist titles, also educational material. And he's even got a streaming service, which is almost like this like fundamentalist Christian Netflix. He's basically trying to recreate society in a fundamentalist Christian image, where he can give a one-stop shop for people to do all of their social and entertainment, give all of them their social and entertainment needs through a fundamentalist lens. And he's been really successful and really influential. And with Trump's win, you're seeing that a lot more. His ideas are getting mainstreamed. His people are getting into places where there's more influence.